Hello people. So yesterday I put out the Lagaan unboxing video and I got a lot of comments back saying, Jaby, why are you so mean to Achara? Jaby, you are really mean to Achara. And I was a little bit confused initially because I was like, I wasn't mean at all to her. I was joking with her and she was joking back. Like anytime she was acting sad, she was acting. She was just messing around. She wasn't actually sad. When she's being enthusiastic, on the other hand, she's being genuinely enthusiastic. So I guess it's a little confusing because unless you really know us in real life, you don't know when we're joking or not. But anytime like I'm doing something rude, especially egregiously rude or mean, anything that seems like something you shouldn't do in real life to someone, I'm more than likely joking. Like, there's a 95% chance that I'm joking. There's a 5% chance I legitimately mean it. But 95% of the time, I'm totally joking. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because a lot of comments have come back saying that Indians don't get sarcasm. And I usually ignore something when someone says Indians don't, or something like that. Like, whenever there's a generalization, my automatic instinct is to ignore it because it's like, how do I allow one person to speak for all Indians? The thing is, the comment has come back enough times of people saying Indians don't get sarcasm that I feel like it's finally warranted for me to do a whole thing just talking about sarcasm for a minute. Now, I'm fairly certain that a lot of Indians do get sarcasm because a lot of you guys do get my jokes. It's not 100% comments of people going, Jaby, you're a dick to Achara in that Lagaan unboxing video. It's like 25%, 25 to maybe 40%, if that. That's a lot. I mean, that's being generous. I would say it's less than 40%, way less. So the thing is, for those of you who don't get sarcasm, I just want to tell you about, first off, why I do it. My dad, I grew up with someone who was very, very, very sarcastic, very dry sense of humor, and most people always thought he was joking. The difference between me and my dad is when he was doing dry, sarcastic humor, half the time, not 5% of the time, like half the time or more, he actually meant what he was saying. But my dad would tell me jokes. This was totally legitimately a joke. Like if my dad upset me, for instance, he would go, I'm sorry, I'll kill myself next week. He was joking. It was a very dark humor joke, but he legitimately was just joking. He was messing around. For those of you who had the chance to see some of my family videos, my dad was saying things like, you're gonna play this at my funeral, right? Like, that's a very, very dark humor joke that my dad would do. He made a lot of weird jokes like that were on that fine line of like, is he serious? Or is he like manic depressive? Like, what's going on? And you weren't sure what he was doing. My dad was a dark person, but most people didn't know that. He did it with a laugh all the time and a joke. The thing is, I absorbed a lot of his sense of humor, so I'll play with those kinds of jokes, but 95% of the time, I'm just joking. I'm just messing around. I remember I was hanging out with Achara once, and she introduced me to a friend of hers, a close friend of hers, and within about 10 minutes of the conversation, I felt so comfortable with the girl that she had introduced me to that I literally called her a bitch in the middle of the conversation, and Achara's dude friend next to me was like, I can't believe you just called her a bitch and got away with it. I'm like, that's because I'm joking. I don't mean it. They know I'm joking. So I'll make jokes like that all the time. I don't mean it. I'm a nice dude, I think. I mean, Achara might disagree when it comes to editing. But anyway, all I'm saying is if you catch me doing something like mean on camera, one of us edited that video. So we're not going to put something out that's going to make us look bad. So we're deliberately putting it out because we know it's funny. Case in point, for those of you who had a chance to watch the 5 Steps to Marry Priyanka Chopra video that I put out ages ago now, in the video, I messed up the name Quantico like a bajillion times. If it was a genuine mistake and I didn't think it was funny, I probably would have edited that part out. I deliberately messed up the name as many times as I did because I thought that would have been funny. So I was saying Guantanamo, Guatemala, whatever, and I would call back to that joke and call it something else again. It's a very dry humor joke. It's like, to me, that was hilarious that I was messing it up so many times. I didn't actually mess it up. I know how to say Quantico. I got the name the first time. But to me, it was a funny little bit, and so I threw it in there. I left it in there. The picture at the end of my face being merged with Priyanka Chopra's face, it looks terrible, but I passed it off as this serious thing. But like I knew just as well as you guys did that that was a terrible photo. It wasn't a cute baby or a cute hybrid. It was awful looking. But I passed it off as serious because I thought that was funny for a guy to be like serious and think this is a good looking photo of Jaby and Priyanka. Like, come on, I'm not oblivious. I know that that was an awful photo. So again, if you ever catch me doing anything that is egregiously rude or mean on camera, I am looking at the video before it goes out, and I will edit out anything that I feel is going to make me look really, really bad, because I have the chance to do that before it goes out. So I left it in. I leave these things in if I think they're funny. And if I think they're funny, it's because I know that we didn't mean it in the moment. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I'm kind of exhausted from talking about this matter, and hopefully you guys get it now. So again, in the future, you catch me doing something super mean, it's not real, I'm just joking around. Perfect example. This is a great example to finish it off on. When we did TVF Permanent Roommates with Hope James and Achara, Hope James was not feeling the show quite as much as Achara and I, if you guys remember, for those of you who watched that reaction. I was genuinely frustrated with Hope in the moment for not enjoying the show as much as I was. But when I turned and said, "Fuck you, Hope James," I was joking with her. Like, I didn't actually mean those words. And she knew I was joking because she stuck around for the next several reactions and all the reactions we've done since then. Hope knew I was joking in the moment, and I knew I was joking in the moment. It was all just tongue-in-cheek. We're just messing around with each other. And yeah, that's it. We like to joke like that. And Americans are weird, I guess. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry for rambling so much about it. Have an awesome day, y'all. I'm Jaby Kawai. Peace out.